I, Your Honor?
Yes, please.
Is it true that you drove home to Stowe on Sunday of that weekend?
Yes, if that is the, sorry, I'm trying to think of the days, yes. I stayed at a hotel the night before.
And then ultimately on Sunday, you went to your house in Stowe?
Correct.
And did you have a, without telling me what the conversation was about, did you have a conversation with Justin on that Sunday?
Yes.
And then did you again have a conversation with Justin the next day, which was Monday, June 30th?
Yes,
And as a result of that conversation, did you go somewhere?
absolutely.
Where did you go?
We drove to his friend Hunter's house.
And who is Hunter?
Hunter is Justin's friend who he knew through the fire academy.
And where does Hunter live?
Hunter is in, I believe it is still in North Andover where he lives.
And is that where you drove on June 30th?
Correct.
And who did you drive with?
I drove my car alone. I met Justin there after he called me.
And did you, was anybody else at Hunter's house that day?
Yes, it was Hunter, myself, and two of her friends, two of Kelsey's friends, Michelle and Katrina, who were very concerned.
Okay. Without talking about what was said, did you and Justin at some point go somewhere alone?
Yes,
Where did you go?
we went to, I'm not sure which courthouse it was. We went to a courthouse
And what was the purpose of you and him going to the courthouse?
to file, so he could file for an emergency restraining order and custody
And get custody of
of Kaden.
And who's Kaden?
Kaden is Justin's son.
And how old was he at the time?
He was right around 4 months, I believe, at the time.
Did you have any familiarity with restraining orders?
No.
What did you do when you got to court?
When we got to court, Justin went to the desk and told them the situation, said he believed his son was,
Sustained. Next question.
Did you help Justin fill out a form?
per the clerk's advice, yes. Justin was shaking.
And where did you go from there?
From there, we drove to the North Andover Police Department.
And what did you do at the police department?
We both walked in, and I spoke with a couple of her lieutenants daily. I'm not sure who it exactly was I was speaking to, and I told them that I thought she would.
And without telling me what you said, did you give the police something?
I didn't hear the question.
Did you give the police a copy of the restraining order?
It was faxed to them, yes.
And did the police?
Non-responsive.
Overruled.
And did you stay at the police station for a period of time?
Yes.
And what happened next?
We were at the police station praying, and we got a call from one of the lieutenants saying that Kaden was safe and to come to the house and get him.
And what house were you going to?
125 Phillips Brooks Road.
Had you been to that house before?
I have.
Okay. How did you get there?
We had driven separately, so we both drove our cars to the house.
So you drove your car and Justin drove his car?
Correct.
And did you, approximately how long were you waiting at the police station before you got that call?
It was much quicker than we thought, probably 20 minutes maybe. I could be a little off, but 20 minutes.
And about how long did it take you to get from the police station to 125 Phillips Brooks Road?
Not long, but less than 10 minutes.
And what happened once you got there?
We got there. We were welcomed in the door by an officer. He said Kelsey's upstairs getting some clothes for Kaden.
Your Honor, motion to strike.
Okay, without telling me what the officer said.
All right, hold on. There's an objection. Overruled. Next question.
You said you were let inside by a police officer. Is that correct?
Yes.
And then what happened when you went inside?
Lauren, Kelsey's mom, was holding Kaden. She was angry. She said to Justin, Kelsey is fine.
Objection.
Justin's,
Sustained.
No hearsay, Judge. Please.
All right, ma'am, you don't, no one expects you to know these legal rules, but unless you're specifically asked, you can't repeat what people told you, okay?
Okay.
All right, thanks very much.
of course, Your Honor.
So you go inside, you and Justin go inside,
Yes.
and then you saw, who did you see?
Lauren Page was holding Kaden,
And who's Lauren Page?
Kelsey's mother.
Okay, and you and her had a conversation.
Justin and her did.
Okay, and then what happened, and she was holding the baby?
Yep.
And then what happened next?
She handed Kaden to Justin. Justin then handed Kaden to me. And I said, why don't I take a step outside? I wanted to avoid a confrontation, so he took the carrier, the baby car seat. We walked outside
And so you took Kaden in your arms
in my arms.
and you walked outside.
Yes.
And did Justin walk out with you?
Yes.
And did Justin take anything with him?
He took the carrier, the car seat.
Okay. And at that point, did you make a phone call?
I did.
Who did you call?
I called my mother.
Okay. And this is while you were outside.
Yes.
And then what happened next?
There were gunshots that went off.
And how do you know that they were gunshots?
It was, I've been shooting before. I know what a gun sounds like. There were several gunshots and an explosion sound because they, I believe, had hit the air conditioner. There was a lot of smoke coming out of the window.
Objection, Your Honor, there's no personal knowledge to any of this.
All right. Is this what you saw or
I saw the smoke.
overruled?
And where were you standing when you heard the gunshots?
I was near the side where the school parking lot is. I was next to our cars in the yard
And
on the property.
approximately how many you said gunshots, plural, how many did you hear?
There were at least 2.
And then after you looked back at the house and you saw the smoke?
I was right in front of the house, yes.
And what did you do next?
I knew I needed to run. I started to back up, and I was scanning the house, just praying to see Justin come out. Sorry, I'm trying to say what I'm not supposed to, I guess, say here, but I feared he was not coming out of that house,
So
and
where did you go?
Objection.
I backed up.
Sustained, I'll strike it.
Judge, I object to the further line of questioning, and if the witness can't follow the rules, I ask you to strike the entire testimony.
Okay, overruled. All right,
Okay.
I know you're nervous. Everyone gets nervous. Just listen to the question and just answer just the question.
Okay,
Go ahead.
apologies, Your Honor.
Where did you go after you heard the gunshots?
I ran, put my arms around Kaden, and I ran through the school parking lot and was looking for somewhere to hide, and I cut into a neighborhood and looked back and didn't see anyone, so I cut behind a house and hid behind trees, and I waited.
And sometime shortly thereafter, did Justin come and pick you up?
Yes.
May I have a moment, Your Honor?
Yes.
No further questions.
Cross?
A couple of questions, Your Honor, if I may. Ma'am, you said you were let into the property?
Yes.
Who let you in?
One of the officers.
And how did that go?
In what sense?
Did you ring the bell? Did Justin ring the bell? Did you knock on the door? Did he break the door in? What happened?
He did not break the door in. The officer opened the door for us. I don't recall if we called him or if he saw us pull in, but we did tell him we were on our way, so he was expecting us.
And which officer opened the door for you?
I don't remember. I think it was Daly, but I do not remember.
Have you seen any video of how you went into the house?
I have not, no.
Judge, I'm going to ask that we play a clip that's in our exhibit, our thumb drive, if I may.
All right, is it within Exhibit 74?
Yes.
Sure. We're getting there, Judge. Don't worry about it. Take your time. You need our IT person? No, I hope not. This is it. can I just make an observation?
Yes, sir.
I don't want to interfere. This format that is on the screen is different than what was on exhibit.
Yes,
Hold on,
sorry.
please let me finish.
Sorry.
Is different than what was on exhibit 74. I just want to make sure, however you do it, that ultimately I have what you're playing.
Sure.
Okay, so if it's just a different format and it's already on 74, no problem.
So, Judge, you're a step ahead of us. I was just confirming with counsel that this particular one is not on there, but I was just gonna, I'm sorry? Oh, it is. Yeah, okay, so, I'm sorry, I guess it is on there. I thought it was. Okay. We're good? Okay.
So
All right.
just so we're all on the same page, to the extent that either side ends up playing something over and above what is on 74, let's just mark
Make
it
sure
and get
that
it
it
into
gets in,
evidence.
and you have a thumb drive of it.
All right.
Thank you, Ron. So, do you see what's depicted on the screen, ma'am?
I do.
Do you recognize it?
I do.
And this is the porch area of 125 Phillips Brooks Road, correct?
It is.
Okay. Can you play? So where's the officer that let you in?
He was right behind that door. I do not recall the exact scenario. He was right at that door.
So you walked in without anyone letting you in her house, didn't you?
I don't know that I could say that because the officer was right behind
Did you see
it.
anybody on there letting you in?
I can't see the other side of the door.
So you're already in the house by that time. You walked in the house all by yourself, didn't you? With your brother?
So when I've gone to their house before, I typically go in that doorway and then knock at that door there.
You walked right in, didn't you?
I don't know. There was an officer
Well, you
right
saw
behind
What
it.
did you see in the video?
I walked in. I'm not sure if an officer was right behind it opening that too,
Okay.
because I know he was at the door.
But I'll offer that it's not in, but I believe it's in the thumb drive.
I'm sorry, I'm confused. Say that again?
I believe that clip is in the thumb drive. But
Is
if
it-
you find out it's not, I would offer it to.
Okay.
It is.
Okay, all right, thank you. Is there any redirect?
No, thank you.
Okay, all right, thank you very much. You may step down. And, Commonwealth, you can call your next witness.
Justin Aylaian.